All right, so we're gonna try this for a second time today. First time, I did not have the mic recording, so yeah, here we go again. Happy Sunday, y'all. Welcome back. Today, honestly, I'm just gonna be decompressing, going over my thoughts for my trades this week, seeing what I could have did to maximize them, or if I maximized them to its fullest. From what I learned, honestly, recently, is that maximizing your opportunities every time is really what separates those who succeed and those who don't. For real. Like, I learned you got some people like myself, but I'm growing out of it, who we catch some opportunities to their fullest extent. Others, we don't maximize. And then we take a loss, we like, dang, it hurt a little bit. But those who maximized on every trade, them little losses don't hurt as much. So like, we really got to maximize on every opportunity. So that's really what I'm focusing on today, trying to see if I could have held something a little longer or got out of something sooner, honestly. In this case, since we didn't lose this week, we're going to look to see if we could have held things longer. So honestly, I feel like I'm rambling too much already, so we're going to jump straight to it. Starting off, this is the gold trade from Monday at 9:30. So real quick, 15-minute, we're trading above the 13 EMA, solid, nice break of structure here. So next candle gave us our entry, and it also closed above the 13 EMA, solid. Alright, so boom. The next two candles hit our first take profit and our second take profit. Our first take profit is right here. Our second take profit is there for the 1 and 2. So this line here is where I got out at, my about exact price of where I got out at. And honestly, it's two things. So one, me only being able to trade one contract, I got to scale in on price. Well, not really scale in, but pay price a little bit more attention when it's approaching my first take profit, being that I can't just take one off and let another one run because I only have one running. So when price was approaching my first take profit right here, what I honestly should have done is started to possibly move my first take profit up to a 1 to 5 or a 1 to 2 and take my stop loss and bring it to break even to give me a risk-free trade. And yeah, that may be risky, but it also helps me capitalize on the fact that this candle is pushing, and in real time it's pushing fast. So like, seeing it push fast towards my take profit, I can honestly, you know what I mean, move my take profit up a little more so I can maximize on the full potential of the move. Because you see, with this candle close, it broke the structure. So that's a given that the 1 and 2 gonna hit. I say a given, but nothing's a given in the market. But that's a given that a 1 and 2 gonna hit. So yeah, I don't know. Noticing this now, that's something to take into account for next week. We're gonna move on to the second day, Tuesday. What did we take? Natural gas. That was Tuesday, natural gas. Boom. I set these up so it's a little easier for me to find while I'm doing this. Because trying to find these setups without no markers or nothing is ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. But this is a setup from Tuesday. This happened at 10 o'clock. Let me plug my computer up before it dies. Hold on. Alright, so I'm back. This is the natural gas setup from Tuesday. Alright. I want to say. Yeah, Tuesday. So this is at 10 o'clock. The setup presented. We got a supply coming off here. Nice break of structure. The gap in the market is from here to here. So we got a nice gap. Came in. No closes inside the zone. We love that. That's cool. We go to the 15-minute. Now, this is what we don't like. And this is honestly what kind of had me a little hesitant about taking the trade. On the 1 hour, though, We are trading under the 13, so that's really, I'm pretty sure it preempted me to go ahead and take the trade. Now, since the 1-to-1 is right at the 13 EMA, I honestly feel like we maximized as much as we could in this trade. Now, we're going to see now, but I feel like we did what we could. First candle, straight into profit. Second candle, boom. We got our 1-to-1 hit, and then it also went up and, well, we got our 1-to-1 hit and then went right back to break even. Came back down closed. So, that's just, yeah, nah. Even if we was trying to catch the 1-to-2, we was getting stopped out right there anyway with that same candle. It would have hit take profit, it came back up and stopped us out. So regardless, we maximized this as much as we possibly could. Even thinking about it's no reason to wishful think about it, because the strategy is the strategy. After the 1-to-1, we taking profits and then we moving something. 1-to-1, we taking profits, moving stop loss to break even, letting the runners run to 1-to-2. This right here simply shows 1-to-1 hit, the same candle comes back up, wicks at break even. Nothing else I can do there. It is what it is. Cool. Still made money though. Could have actually leveraged more though. I could have risked more in that trade because I didn't risk enough, honestly. Truth be told, I really didn't risk enough. I could have risked a lot more in that trade. So I could have made more, honestly. And been closer to the goal of passing the challenge. But it is what it is. Live to trade another day. Wednesday, 10:30. This is Russell. Wednesday, 10:30. Alright. So replay. Bump. Cool. Another supply setup. Now, this specific setup was kind of cool. I'm gonna back up real quick because this is the one that I was talking about in one of my previous videos where we had to flip our analysis. Then we had to flip it again. So originally we was looking at sales. Honestly, right here I wasn't looking at nothing. I really didn't know what was going on. But once I seen this nice break of structure to the upside, I'm like, okay, we might got a little demand right here. So I'm like, cool. If I get my tap, break the candle, I'm gonna take it. You know what I'm saying, to the upside. But then you see, boom, zone becomes invalid. Now, this is another thing to take into account. Wednesday, June 4th, 10 o'clock, red folder news. You come in here, this is 10 o'clock. So this that red folder news right here. So we had to stay out of the market. But it's a good thing that we did, because now we clear all that, because that zone's invalid. We look here, we got a supply now off the 200. I gotta move this so I can get this in the way. Yeah. Now we got a supply, and the bottom of the supply zone is right at this 200. See what I'm saying? Golden. Now all we gotta do is wait on the tap. So we waited on that tap. Cool. 1, 2. We need to break of the candle. We don't get it. We don't get it. Bam. We get the break of the candle. So entry would be here. Stop loss would be here. Take profit number 1 would be here. There. 1, 2, 2. Boom, boom. So as I'm going down, I see, wait, let me back up real quick. With this first candle that closed in profit, we get a nice close underneath the 200. Now all the EMAs are above price. Next candle is another candle like that candle that we seen on Monday from gold that had a lot of validity going towards our take profit. I'm seeing this happen. Then this is why I love backtesting, because you see it happen, and once you see it happen, you got more confidence in the live market when these things start to happen in real time. So this is another time where validity picked up, pushing towards the take profit. I can see these things happen in real time. This is another time where I could have moved my first take profit here to at least the 1 to 2, move my stop loss to break even, and let this whole thing run. How many contracts did I have? I had 2 contracts, so let both contracts run for the 1 to 2, and instead of getting 260 or 280, whatever that is, I think 260, whatever 260 times another double is, because there'd have been 2 more contracts. So 260 times 2 would have been the profit made that day. So that's 2 times this week that I honestly could have made more money than I did make, and it has nothing to do with catching more pips, honestly, or pips or points or whatever. I'm used to trading Forex, so I call it pips, but I recognize that it's probably not called pips. But yeah, realizing that, yeah, some of it could have been catching more of the move, but a lot of it is just like execution with the same trades that I'm taking. So let me rephrase that. I'm learning that I don't have to take more setups to make more money. I can make more money with the same setups that I'm catching. I just have to maximize more on the setup. So that didn't go that way. Boom, 1 to 2 hit. That's that. So, but yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at for today. This was definitely needed, so I can go back and see exactly what I'm doing wrong. So next week, it's belt to ass. You know what I'm saying? It's belt to ass. I got to execute everything that I looked at today. So come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm trying to pass the challenge this week. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm trying to pass this week. So I really got to execute this. Look back at this video as I'm editing it, rewatch it again after it's posted, to re-engrave it into my mind, and even journal it after that, just to make sure that I really got it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no time to play. This is good stuff right here. But yeah, if you made it to this far in the video, you'll go share this to your trading friends if you got any. Comment down below if you're profitable. If you are, let me know how you did it. If not, it's cool. Let me know how you trying to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because we in this together. Like it. Like the video though. Comment on the video like I said. Subscribe to the channel if you want to catch the journey and grow with your boy as we going, because it's going to get big. You feel what I'm saying? We're going to get big. And I don't mean that as far as the channel growing. I mean that as far as like my family living life. You feel me? So subscribe if you want to see it. If not, it is what it is. Still good. Other than that, y'all keep trading. I'll catch y'all on the market tomorrow. Yeah.